today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Washington football team taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington football team. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This will make it into the end zone. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week, though.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference, you'll let it slide. But, hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Break one.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. An 11-yard touchdown. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
And no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
A look at the numbers from Penny last week. 20 carries, 79 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And less than a yard.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
The ball carrier.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked. A loss of 9 yards.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod,
and down he goes. The 49ers get there. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 33 yards that time.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now left side on the swing pass. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
35. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Back to throw again. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First reception for him, and remember, he leads the NFL in that category here in this first month. Also has a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The field goal, a 42-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes this Washington 10. 49ers nothing.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 27-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one to use check.
Garoppolo.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now Rashad Penny, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains.
Pickup of 2 yards. First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Penny. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's into the hands of Pascal.
Garoppolo.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Penny. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo, and his throw is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here is Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And break. The tight end's got it. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
At the 43-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
46-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Down and sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Got a man. It's Gibson, complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
For the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
Makes this Washington 13. 49ers nothing.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Penny, a 1st down carry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Garoppolo chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, 49ers.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
It's 4th down.
And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way. And this score will stay right where it is.
49ers nothing.
comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. The throw over the middle taken in. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
It's now 2nd and 10.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point forthcoming. And that'll make it 13-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, I can see he's looked pretty good to this point. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Over the middle to Smith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Broncos who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Sony Michel, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. From Motown, let's head across Lake Erie to Buffalo. See what's going on with the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did. Good. I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now it's Penny. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Penny. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And a 49er 1st down.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. A good throw here, finding Pascal.
Garoppolo's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Garoppolo got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On the run, it's Penny. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
4 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body, getting to him before he can get started.
on 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
At the 4-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up second.
Another try for Penny.
Rashad Penny.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
On for the point after, Corey Vedvik. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete, he finds Bray. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They'll go again to Jones. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Antonio Gibson. That's good.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now he'll try to run with this. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And Brate has it over the middle.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Niners' 27-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2nd and 8 coming up. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington 13.
Again, it's Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Ball carrier.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And Washington has retaken the lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Niners on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the delay, Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Washington on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned.
Intended.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Third from the gun on 3rd. Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. And it's a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
35, the ball.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
12-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for Washington. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A good rally to the football keeps them to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
The pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he stays up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Kinlaw in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Call it a 3-yard gain. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all after.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Cameron Brate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense.
I don't know what the heck he was
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On first down, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 25-yard line. He's going to go up top for the end zone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Collins on the coverage.
Garoppolo again. Connects with Kittle underneath. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And that is incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo, and it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
So it's Washington getting the victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.